We're talking about our furry best friends, our canine companions, the good boys and girls who rule our hearts and our couches. They love us. They really do. But let's be honest, sometimes they look at us like we're the dumbest creatures on the planet. Before we start, let's get one thing straight. Your dog loves you, but also, they have some notes. So if you've ever looked at your dog and wondered, what are they thinking? Hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, you're about to find out. Okay, picture this. You're at the park, frisbee in hand, your pup's eyes are locked on the prize. They're practically vibrating with excitement, little tail going a mile a minute. You wind up for the throw, and then, you just don't. You monster, you absolute monster. From your dog's perspective, it's like you just promised them a trip to Disney World, then flushed their boarding pass down the toilet. The betrayal, the agony, the existential dread, and the worst part, you know they can't even tell their therapist about it. They just have to sit there, silently judging you, wondering if you'll ever be a person worthy of their love again. Seriously though, stop fake throwing the ball, it's messed up. We get it, you have a life. You go to work, you hit the gym, maybe you even have, friends or something, but to your dog, your ever-changing scent is a mystery worthy of Sherlock Bones himself. One minute you smell like lavender and coffee, the next it's all sweat and that weird air freshener they use at the gym. And don't even get me started on the perfume and cologne, it's like a sensory explosion over there. Your dog is just trying to figure out who you are, man. Are you a spy, a shapeshifter? Did you get lost in a Bath and Body Works and come out a completely different person? This one's a classic. Your dog watches you go into the bathroom, close the door, and do your business. Alone. In their minds, it makes absolutely no sense. In the wild, peeing is a social activity. It's how you mark your territory, bond with your pack, and let everyone know you were here. But you're all about that privacy. Listen, I'm not saying you should invite your dog to every bathroom break, but maybe next time leave the door open a crack, let them sniff around a bit, it's the least you can do for a creature who thinks your farts smell like roses. You eat delicious food and give me a dry kibble pellet? Let's be real, we've all been there. You're chowing down on a juicy burger, fries piled high, maybe even a milkshake on the side. And there's your dog staring at you with those big, pleading eyes hoping for just a taste of heaven. But what do? You give them a dry, flavorless kibble pellet. A kibble pellet. Like there's some kind of peasant who doesn't deserve the finer things in life. I'm not saying you should feed your dog a steady diet of burgers and fries, although they wouldn't complain. But maybe, just maybe, throw them a piece of chicken or a carrot stick every now and then. They've earned it, the good boys and girls. Why do you call me the most ridiculous names? We love our dogs, and we want to give them the silliest, most embarrassing names possible. It's like a rite of passage for dog owners. But have you ever stopped to think about how your dog feels about it? One minute they're Sir Barks-a-Lot, the next they're Mr. Snugglebutts. It's enough to give a dog an identity crisis, and don't even get me started on the baby talk. Who's a good boy? You're such a cute little wiggle butt. I mean, come on, give the dog some credit, they understand English. Why do you stare at that rectangle all day? We live in a digital age. We're constantly glued to our phones, scrolling through social media, checking emails, and watching cat videos. Don't let your dog catch you doing that, by the way. But to your dog, our obsession with technology is just plain weird. They bring you their favorite toy, hoping for a game of fetch, but you're too busy liking photos of your friend's lunch. They try to cuddle up on the couch, but you're too engrossed in a heated Twitter debate about whatever it is people argue about on Twitter. Put down the phone, people. Your dog is way more interesting and way less likely to start a political argument. Why do you yell my name and then just stare at me? Buddy, buddy, buddy! You shout your dog's name at the top of your lungs, they come running, tail wagging, ready for absolutely nothing. You don't need them to fetch anything. You don't need them to go outside. You just wanted to see if they were still there? Look, I get it. Sometimes you just gotta hear your dog's name. It's like a little dose of happiness. But maybe try not to freak them out next time, okay? Why do you leave me for 10 minutes and come back like you've been in a war? You leave the house to run a quick errand. Maybe you grab a coffee, pick up some dry cleaning, or, single-handedly save the world from an alien invasion. You return home, exhausted but triumphant, and your dog greets you like you've been gone for years. They shower you with kisses, wag their tail so hard their whole body wiggles, and act like you're the most amazing thing they've ever seen. Meanwhile, you're pretty sure they spent the last 10 minutes napping on the couch. Why do you dress me up like a circus clown? Listen, I'm not here to judge your fashion choices, okay, maybe a little, but there's a fine line between a cute dog sweater and a full-blown canine costume. Your dog is not a doll. They're not a fashion accessory. They're a living, breathing creature who deserves a little dignity. So next time you're tempted to dress your dog up like a bumblebee or a pirate, just don't. Why do you sleep 8 hours but I bark once at 3 a.m. and I'm the problem? You're sound asleep dreaming of squirrels and belly rubs when suddenly, woof! Your dog barks in the middle of the night, jolting you awake. You grumble, you groan, you wonder why you ever thought it was a good idea to get a dog in the first place. But have you ever considered that maybe, just maybe, your dog had a good reason for barking? Maybe they heard a strange noise, maybe they saw a shadowy figure lurking outside the window, or maybe they just really had to go to the bathroom. So there you have it, folks. 10 hilarious things your dog secretly judges you for. But hey, it's all in good fun, right? After all, they love us unconditionally, even when we're being totally weird. And let's be real, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because life would be pretty boring without our furry, judgmental best friends. So yeah, we love you. But also, you're weird. Drop a comment if your dog would say any of these. And don't forget to subscribe before your dog steals your phone.